Once, a horse was running quickly down the road. It seemed as if the man on the horse had somewhere important to go. Another man who was standing alongside the road shouted, "Hey, where are you going?" And the man on the horse replied, "I don't know. Ask the horse." Hey Monk, who was standing nearby with some of his disciples, looked at his disciples and said, "Did you all see the man who just passed from here very fast on the horse? What do you think about this incident?" The disciple said, "Master, the horse was out of control and it was taking rider to some unknown destination." Listening to this, the master smiled and said, "My pupils, this horse is a symbol of our mind. This is how our mind is, just like a galloping horse. And we are just sitting on it, riding it without a clue as to where it is going. We don't have any control over it, and it continuously pulled us in the direction it wants to. Most of the people live their life just like this, just at the mercy of their habits created by their mind. If you ask yourself, what are you doing, or why are you doing so? You might be surprised to learn that you are just being dictated by your habits and not by your free will. We are at war with our mind. We struggle incessantly to have control over it. Even if we close our eyes for just a minute, we see a deluge of images and thoughts across our mind. It becomes difficult for us to calm our mind, even for a moment, because we don't have any control over it. We have never tried to control it. Mind is like a horse. If you have control over it, you can take it anywhere you want. But if you lose control over it, then you will get lost in maze and will never be able to reach your destination. If we see in our lives, we will find that it is our mind which is the cause of our happiness and sorrow, peace and distress, progress and failure. One who controls his mind ultimately attains happiness, peace and progress. But those who are in control of their mind ultimately get sorrow, distress and failure. That's why we should always try to control our mind. But now the question is, how can we control our mind? How can we break free from slavery of mind? Here we will discuss about some ways by which you can have control over your mind. These methods are very simple but very effective. So listen carefully. First method is breathing exercise. It is said that our breath is the rein of our mind. The more you will have control over your breath, the more you will have control over your mind. The breathing continuously changes with your emotions. When you are angry, you might notice your breathing gets quicker. Similarly, when you are afraid or you have lost in your mind, you can find certain breathing pattern in your breathing. One easy way to calm your body and control your emotion is to slow and deepen your breathing. Try breathing slowly into your nose and out of your mouth. By doing this, you will find that after some time, you will be able to control the emotion in your mind and feel calm. If you can practice breathing exercise every day for half an hour in the morning, then you will have better control over your mind for the whole day, and you will feel joyful. Second, try to live without something which you are addicted. Never get used to something so much that you cannot live without it. For example, if you cannot live without it, without your mobile phone, then sometimes spend few hours without your mobile phone. If you have the habit of watching too much TV, then try not to watch TV for one day in a week. If you eat too much fast food, then try eating it only once a week. By taking a resolution like this, you can have control over your mind. 3. Control the mind with intellect. Before fulfilling the desire that arises in your mind, just think about it. Think about the consequences. If consequence will be bad, then explain it to your mind and try to curb that desire. For example, if you have a desire to smoke cigarette or drink alcohol, then immediately think about its consequences. Think about the harmful effect of smoking and drinking. By doing this, your mind will automatically give up the bad desire arising inside you, and it will start to come in your control. 4. Never keep your mind free. It is said that empty mind is a devil's house. Negative thoughts and desires often arise in an empty mind, and when you start to fulfill those desires, then you become habitual to it. Therefore, always keep yourself busy in some work. Keep yourself busy in study, office work, or any household work. By doing this, useless thoughts will not come to your mind, and your mind will be empty. Be engaged in work. 5. Calm your mind with meditation. Practice meditation every day to keep your mind calm. Meditation teaches you to live in the present moment. The more your mind is in the present moment, the calmer your mind will be. A calm mind does not ponder here and there, and can be easily directed in the right direction. A calm mind can think right and make right decisions. And there is nothing better than meditation to calm your mind. When your mind is calm, then you can control it in a better way. 6. Read good books. Make a habit of reading good books. Read books that motivate your mind and inculcate good habits in you. Good books can bring miraculous changes in our lives. All the famous and successful people in the world have the habit of reading books. Reading books changes your thinking, it reduces your stress level, and you will start thinking positively. And as will be your thoughts, so will be your habits. Therefore, start reading books from today onwards. This will change your thinking and increase your control over your mind. 7. Have a confidence in yourself. Whatever work you do it with full confidence. Do not keep any kind of doubt in your mind. The more you have confidence, the more you will be able to control your mind. When your confidence is weak, your mind starts to dominate you. But with self-confidence, you can not only control your mind, but also achieve success in the outer world. That's why you must have confidence in yourself. This will help you to have control over your mind. So friends, these are some of the ways by which you can control your mind and overcome bad habits. If you can apply even any one of these methods in your life, then you will surely start to have control over your mind. We must understand that it is not only necessary to control our mind, but also it is very essential. Because if you took control over this horse of your mind, then you can take it anywhere and get anything in this world.